What's cooking, sapiens? Welcome back to another episode of the A Day in the Life of a Norwegian Medical Student series, #Ramadan edition. I open my sleep-deprived and tired eyes at 4 in the morning when the alarm for Suhoor rings. If you don't know what that is, well, Suhoor is basically the meal that we have right before sunrise in order to fuel the body up for the upcoming fast from dawn till sunset. I get up and head to the kitchen to prepare some oatmeal, which is undoubtedly one of the best meals you can have for Suhoor. And this is because of the complex carbohydrates and fiber-rich qualities of oatmeal, which make sure that food is digested slowly and energy is released over time during the span of the next few hours. I like to sprinkle cinnamon and sugar to give it a nice crispy flavor, as well as a small chunk of butter to add some silkiness to the oatmeal. Lastly, I top it off with some rasp and strawberries. Normally I like to add some blueberries as well, but I didn't have those today, so I guess this works just fine. Anyway, I offer my morning prayers, and since I have no early morning commitments, I go back to sleep. I then wake up at around 10 AM even though the plan was to actually wake up at 9. But well, me being the #lazy chimp that I am, managed to sleep an hour longer. But it doesn't matter because I'm not rigid with my routine during Ramadan. The first thing that I do almost every single morning these days is some guitar practice. So I grab the guitar and head out to the balcony because apparently I thought that the weather was pretty nice and warm. However, once I'm out there, I realize how windy and chilled it really is. But I keep on practicing because I didn't want to come across as a wimp for this very vlog. I keep practicing till I can't feel my fingers anymore and realize that well, I should probably head inside. I put the guitar to sleep on my bed and get ready to crack out some studying because I have almost 70 minutes before I need to get ready and head to the hospital for my clinical group from 1 to 3 PM before heading to work right after that from 3 PM to 9 PM. So I'll be opening my fast at work with some delicious, well, I actually don't know yet because I haven't prepared any food. I get done with a lecture on vertigo, and as usual I am using Notion to make my active recall questions using the toggle feature where I simply screenshot the answers from the PDFs and hide them underneath the question. I explain this in much more detail in a separate video, so check it out if that excites you. Once I'm done, I grab my gear, aka headphones, my ID card, iPad, wallet and my car keys and head outside. Now while driving, I enjoy listening to podcasts, but this time around I decide to listen to some spiritual music, ending up with one of my favorite Sufi songs, Kun Fayakun by A.R. Rahman. I reach the university parking and decide to walk my way to the hospital instead of taking the tram because I'll be sitting on my work desk the entire day, so I need to pump some blood in my legs in order to avoid, well, any blood clots. Yeah, that's how I like to motivate myself at times. Upon reaching the hospital, I quickly change to scrubs using my breakdancing skills and head to the neurology department to meet our patient for the day. I get the opportunity to perform a neurological examination on the patient, which I still need to get better at as there is tons of stuff to remember while doing this. After examining the patient, my group and I discuss the findings and try to land on the diagnosis, which we are unable to do as this was a pretty tough case. However, our self-esteem is instantly boosted the moment we find out that even the neurologists are unsure about the correct diagnosis in this case and feel the need to investigate this case even further. As soon as we are done at around 3 PM, I head to my office, which is located right beside the emergency ward, even though we had nothing to do with the emergency department. I instantly log into the PC to get an idea about how much work there is to do, and luckily it seems like a pretty chill day, so I quickly offer my afternoon prayer before getting back to work. So in case you're wondering what my job is all about, let me break it down for you. So basically what happens is that doctors dictate to us admission reports, operational notes, discharge letters, and all sorts of other stuff. What I do is that I type out the dictations and turn them into proper documents. So for example, if a surgeon sends me an operational note from a surgery, I type it out and create the official patient document, which I then send back to the surgeon for approval. One reason why I love my job is because I get to learn a lot about all sorts of patients. And one reason why I dislike it is because, well, I don't really enjoy being stuck in a single office for multiple hours and staring at one single screen. Overall, I can easily conclude that I couldn't be happier. And this is because apart from being a good learning experience, I also get to do tons of other school and YouTube related work as well when there is not much to do. For example, after working for a solid 3 hours and finishing all the dictations, I decided to do some active recall, well, because I'm a massive nerd. I decided to go through polyneuropathies, which I haven't revised even once since I made these questions. Due to this, I realized that I have forgotten a real chunk of the topic and hence really struggle with the recall. But that's completely fine because the entire principle behind effective studying is that the more effortful the learning process is, the better will be the retention of the material. However, to be very honest, my active recall regime this semester has not really been that consistent compared to last year. So this is something I need to work on going forward because our exams are only around 8 to 9 weeks away. By the time I get done with this, there's only half an hour left till sunset, so I decide to be a bit more productive and start writing the voiceover script for this very vlog. I do this for about 20 minutes and then take out the leftover burgers I made yesterday to open today's fast. I head to the lunchroom and take out the burgers from my kangaroo pouch in order to put them in the microwave. I get myself a glass of water and head back to my office while anxiously waiting for the fast to open during the last few minutes. After offering my sunset prayer, I come back to the office and start packing because it's 9 PM, which means it's time to go home. Normally I work from 4 till 10, but since I got done with my clinical group at 3 PM today, I started work an hour earlier so that I would be able to finish earlier as well and get home 1 hour before. If you are curious about knowing how I am able to manage all this while fasting long hours for an entire month, then you should definitely check out this video where I break down my Ramadan survival hacks in medical school. Thanks for watching this one and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.